Hello. So this is my first review. I decided to do it because I really loved the last episode of Doctor Who, and also I was inspired by one YouTuber. He's called Emerick. You can check a link to his channel below. And yeah, he did a lot of reviews of one of my favorite shows. So I felt like maybe I could do something like that. Hope you enjoy it. If you're watching this, you probably have seen the episode. So basically, the Doctor was trapped in this huge castle where all of his worst nightmares came true, and the only way he could escape them was to say some confession. I guess I will start with the things that I really liked about the episode. So the first thing, probably the very first scene, was the burning hand falling into the sand and disappearing while the doctor appeared in the teleporter, and that kind of messed me up when I rewatched that scene because back then I had no idea what does this mean, or I didn't even notice. But like, they showed us the plot twist in the first 5 seconds, and I was like, wow, Moffat. The doctor talking to Clara in his mind was like really emotional. I loved how he said that the TARDIS is his storm room in his mind, and he always goes there and talk to Clara and show off, and he's trying to make her laugh even in his mind, and that was like really, it showed how much she meant to him, and it just makes me really emo. Also, it kind of reminded me of Sherlock when he came back from the dead, and he was working on a case. Molly was helping him, and he was just imagining in his mind what John would say. And yeah, that was basically it. There were many things in this episode that the doctor said that just really reminded me that he's a freaking Lord of Time. Like, but I didn't time travel because I can feel the time travel. Or he said, the faster you think, the slower it will pass. Or maybe the ticking with his hand, like really it showed that he's in the control of time. He actually knows what he's doing sometimes. I guess I really missed Sherlock because I'm gonna talk about him again. But really, the scene when the doctor jumped out of the window, like, didn't it remind you of something? I was like, now we are gonna know how Sherlock did it. Like, yes, this is the time when Moffat will show us how he did it. But like, there was the water, so no. There was disappointment, but it was still quite epic. We had the one last chance to see Clara as the teaching doctor to ask the right questions. Then when he asked her, what would you do in my situation? And she just wrote, same as you. And he said, yeah, well, that's what killed you. Well, that was just really true and sad, and I'm still kind of not over this stuff. This episode was full of honesty. Like, you could feel it because most of the time the doctor is just running around, showing off, trying to impress everybody so they think he knows what he's doing. But now he was like just really honest. He said that he's scared. He was scared when he ran away, and that he is scared now that he could die. And you could really feel the realness in this episode. 2 billion years. I was like, are you kidding me? How many times this happened? And then at the end, he said this number. It really just so messed me up so much. I was just sitting there in front of my PC like literally for 10 minutes. I was in this pose, and that was what? I'm still like I'm not okay. But when he was before that square thingy that is 4 times harder than diamond, he said something to Clara that messed me up even more because he was like, but you don't understand, Clara. At this point, every time I remember, and I was like, what? Does he remember that 2 billion years? He remember what he was doing all this time and why he's here? Wow. I swear every time doctors say hybrid, I go like, did he just again? The second time he said it, I, in my mind, I just went, is he talking about himself? Is he like suggesting he is the hybrid or something like that? And at the end, he actually said, hybrid is me. But then there's this thing, that hybrid is me doesn't necessarily need to mean that I am the hybrid. It could mean that hybrid is a shielder, obviously, because she is me. So we are back again where we are. Yes, Moffat told us, I guess. And finally, Gallifrey. We are back in Gallifrey. Oh yeah! But really, this was probably the most important scene of the whole season because we are in Gallifrey. We are back. We found it. Now it's time to talk about what I didn't like in this episode, which this time will be very easy because I really liked almost everything. I mean, first 10 minutes I was like, oh, this is probably not gonna be so interesting. Like, yeah, Peter is amazing actor, so it would be epic whatever would happen, but I wasn't really expecting something big to happen. I was like, yeah, he will be there and something will scare him, and yeah, at the end of the episode, but no, bam, Gallifrey hybrid. So yeah, honestly, this was one of my favorite apps, and this is the end of my review. So if you liked it, give it a thumbs up. Also, you can comment what you thought of this episode below, and I will gladly talk to you. And yeah, see you next time. Bye.